Hey, what's going on, everyone? How's the day? I hope good. I hope good. Let me just come on by. Hey, how's it going? Let me close that. How's it going? How's it going? Holy, Nate Hoyer. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. You've been here multiple times. I know that. And hey, Ray, how's it going as well? Holy, music loud on my end. Give me a second for there. There we go. Man, I just, good morning. Well, more like good afternoon, but I've been up today. I've been up, so it's not morning for me, if that's what you're getting at. I was gonna go live earlier today, actually. You have not been. No, fair enough. Usually I'm not, but today it wasn't too bad. Holy, cat in the corner. It's not a real cat. It's a fake cat. I have other cats, but I cannot let them in here because they will destroy the place. They are massive. I have like two really big cats and one cat that shouldn't be as big as he is, but he's kind of fat. But you know. I was gonna stream earlier today though, and I had to had my car in for repairs, and my wallet's sad now because I think I paid like $1,000 for the car in total, and I had to pay like $800 for repairs today. But I'm not in the financial place to buy a whole new car, so oof, ow. But hey, my car has AC now. That was one of several problems. There's still like another problem, but I have to go to a separate place to get that fixed. So probably going to be about $1,000 just to get the car fixed. So my car doubles in value, I guess. Think of it that way. But yeah, big oof on that one. Either way, outside of that, not doing too bad, not doing too bad. Title of the stream, apparently I'm an artist now. Because literally, apparently I'm an artist now. I'm doing like art for like a game now, possibly. Very early stages of that, and I can't really say too much about it. But like, I'm doing art for that. I'm doing Twitch emote art. I have random other things. This isn't so much a Twitch emote. Well, we'll see. Maybe Schiller will use it. But like, we're just going to be drawing, if you've been on Schiller streams, Amanda, we're going to be drawing Amanda today. Based on a picture reference, which is a bit hard to do because I'm like going through her Twitter and like, are there any pictures? Not many. But to get that style, I just kind of go based off realism. If you've been on past drawing streams, you know how I do it. Actually, talking to Schiller last night, and I think we're doing an emote based off Amanda, and then this one's just because Amanda asked me for a drawing. But it might be an emote too, so we'll see what happens. Again, Schiller also told me he had lots of emote slots, and he does not, so he's used them all at this point, I believe. So there's that. Anyway, so this is the picture I found because it's probably the most emote-like if it's to be used as an emote. Again, don't know. You can see Steve kind of hiding stealthily up here. You know, like he do. We'll cut that part. I mean, who needs him? But we're just gonna basically do what we did with my face on the last drawing stream. Maybe a little less, you know, nut. We can't really call it the nut emote anymore. That's your favorite eyeball of his? Fair. But yeah, I can't really call the emote that we have here on the channel the nut emote anymore, because that didn't fly. It's the Y emote now. But in my eyes, it is the nut emote, so if you use it, that's what it'd be. Twitch declined it, by the way, if you didn't hear that. Twitch declined the emote, because they didn't like the word nut. You changed the word, they were fine with it. This is also the place... Okay, I actually reminded myself of something I want to say. And maybe anybody who's in the chat right now is not at fault of this. With that, yes, no, I kind of understand, but anyway. But Twitch rejected that emote. And then I look at my analytics for different things. Don't read your donation. Did you donate? I didn't see it. Did you donate? I didn't see anything. Did anything pop up? Who donate? Did Nate donate? I didn't see anything. Oh no. Really? Oh no, I didn't get the alert. It didn't alert me. I didn't hear anything. Oh no. Yours is 400. Oh man. How am I missing these things? Damn it. Oh, you sent 1 minute. Damn. How am I missing these? Damn it. I don't have anywhere to look for that either. My event viewer's off. Hold up. Hold up. Actually, a good test. Yes, Chrome does still destroy my webcam a little bit when I open it. That's weird. Oh my god. I had to go to my Streamlabs dashboard just because I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. What did I get? Even my dashboard's telling me, like, screw you. Doesn't even have it. What did it have? Oh, it's just a shock face. That's all you put. Go figure it didn't read it. It's supposed to read it automatically. Go figure it didn't read it. It's just an O. But I appreciate the donation, obviously. I used to have that down for coin flips. That used to be how you did coin flips. But I have that as channel points now, so I could still do one, because I never officially said it's not really coin flips anymore, but, you know, either way. We're going to be doing Amanda's face, though. Let's get started with that, because it's probably going to take a little bit. Because I got to do her hair. I can't just cheat on the hair like I normally do, where I just make it all one color because, you know, black hair. I can cheat on me. I can even cheat on Steve to an extent. But Amanda, you got two colors going on there. I gotta, like, do that now. I'm saying this as if, you know, I'm complaining or something. It's fine. Basically means your hair has a look to it. Mine does not. One color. Not even color. It's black. You get what I mean. Anyway, let's get our terrible vibrant green color we draw in and do that. Nate, I think to this day, at the moment, you are the sole donator, and I appreciate it. I do, of course. But congrats on that. It's not really an accurate line, is it? It's more like this. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, by the way, so the idea that we're going to do with the hair, and it's been a while since I've done, like, hair with, like, multiple colors in it. So we'll see how this goes. What's the game I'm doing drawings for? I'm not really doing drawings for. That might change, but I'm mostly just doing, like, pixel art for them, which is, like, a whole other process. It was on Schiller's stream. It's an NFT, like, game thing. Voxies. We're doing stuff for them. We'll see how far that goes. I've only just, like, started talking to them with stuff, but they like the pixel art I did, and I'm testing out some logos, and we'll see how that goes, because they need some logos for stuff. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. By the way, the plan for the hair, just to say before I forget to say it, we're going to do, like, the base color. Like, this is basically black here, right? So we'll do that, and we'll get that whole Sangle color to maybe, like, you know, wherever it is, right? But then you see, like, there's kind of like this kind of dark yellow color here, right like there. We'll probably do, like, a shape that's like this, you know, better than that, but you get the idea. That's maybe that kind of, like, darkish, brownish color. And we'll get the kind of blonde colors as their own, like, layers on top of that. And that should hopefully kind of separate the look a little bit. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. That's the way I used to do hair that had multiple colors, so we'll see if that works here. I haven't really done too much hair in the style that I've done. I've only, again, recently done drawings like this in the way that I'm doing them, and also streaming them. It was fun. That's not very good. There's kind of like a double line thing. There's like a line there and then, like, the side of the face. Because of the smileys. We'll add that later. We'll come back for the kind of secondary lines and stuff. We'll just want to get that base line. I'm trying to get the line to be the shape I want it. Yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough. I'm not really sure where... That of the face doesn't really exist here. But what we'll do is we'll just follow the hairline, I think. Because the hair starts, like, here and goes like that. Obviously, her face goes more than that, or wherever it is, but, you know. That's not there! So we'll just pretend it's not there. Also, I have to, like, do some creative stuff here because... Big ol' Schiller in the way. But that's fine. That's fine. Also, anybody who may have been on past streams, if you're having any trouble watching the streams, just in terms of like inconsistency of like frames, you know, you might be dropping some frames on your end. Doesn't say I'm doing any here, but if you are having a problem watching the stream for whatever reason, let me know. I upped the bitrate of the stream recently. I tried to keep it pretty low, so it wasn't too taxing for you guys to come in here. I know Twitch is kind of, you're not a partner, the old bitrate likes to be crusty. But if you're a partner, it's fine. Because then you get all the dedicated servers, and it's, you know. Everybody tell Schiller to stream in 1080. He's a partner, he should be able to do that. Alright, there you go. There's the face. It looks a little weird right now, but what them earlobes do? That's something I've said now. There's really no ears in this picture, though. I have earlobes, but they're not good. Kind of an eyebrow. Let's get the... I guess let's do the face detail first, because... it there. I don't want to do like a thinner line and kind of shape these out more, kind of like that. There we go. Nice, nice. Very nice. Thank we. Okay. That don't look right. I'm trying to like base it off where the eyebrow does. The eyebrow, here's the thing. The color compression makes this look weird. Where do you guys think the eyebrow ends here? Because I'm not exactly sure. Does it end here or does it end there? I don't know. Based on this one, I'm gonna guess here. But I don't really know. But I'm seeing the eyebrow do something like that. Let's draw it like that. It looks strange, though, to me. But let's take some creative liberties on this, then, because otherwise... it's gonna look weird. It still looks weird, but... I feel like I'm seeing this wrong. It's hard to tell because of the detail. There's not a lot to work with here. I have a feeling maybe it's like this. Like that. Doesn't look as wrong, but it still don't look right. I think it's because I have this part wrong still. We're getting there, we're getting there. There's the occasional I run into something that makes something look weird and strange. It still look weird, and it don't look right to me. Whatever, we'll keep it the way it is now. We'll fix it later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We could spend all day on one little detail that I'm not happy with. I do it all the time. Alright, well, okay, here's one thing I decided already. So the way we're gonna do this is like this is gonna be a line. That's actually not a terrible line, but not exactly what I'm looking for. We could thicken that up a little bit too. Or not. Thinner line or thicker line? I think thinner line. So we have like a line like that, right? But then there's kind of that same thing over here. But I don't really want to add a line here. I think we're just going to add shading with the color later. So I'm going to ignore this for now and just add that in shading. I think that's what we'll do. Let's do this. We'll clean some of these lines up in a little bit. I just want to get them down. Like this. That line actually kind of worked out pretty well. Except this line's a little too wide, so let's fix that. That's still a little weird. Still a little whack. Still a little wacky. I'll be honest, I have like a partial like burnout right now too of art. But I figure if I force myself to do it on stream, I just won't have it. But I haven't done art in so long, and then when I'm doing art, it's like, oh my god. So much in one go. But it's fine. And here's the thing, I'm drawing the lips like that. Let's do the little separation thing we do, actually. I think that might work better. Because I'm drawing them as full lines only because the mouth is like defined because of smiling, but I think... Actually, let me redo this. I want to do what we normally do. I think that'll look better in the long run. You know what I mean? Like when I did my face here, like the lips are colored in, but it's really only the top and the bottom and a little bit of the corners. I think we'll do that instead. The eyebrows are whack still. Definitely need to change those. So like, let's do... do something like that. I think these corners could be changed, actually. I don't think the corners should be like that. Like, I think like that, but maybe like something like this. Or maybe it could be connected like that. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think this could be connected like that. And then we could have like a line like that. Or maybe not that big, like just a small line like that. Yeah. Something like that. And we could color the rest of that in. Yeah. Yeah, dude, there we go. And we can have the base of the lip like that too. Thinner line. Like that, there you go. Small little details for the lips, that's generally what I go for. We can draw some teeth in here maybe. And then go from there maybe. I'm not getting the line I want. Like, I want it to be kind of directional, but I don't want it to be completely pointed. I'm either drawing this line too curved or too pointed. And I'm not getting the one I want. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. If we remove this color, we get kind of like a weird thing here. But I think if we add the teeth here, and those will all be added as their own detail for sure. Kind of like this. Actually, that's the more pointed tooth, so we want to do that. There we go. There we go. I kind of have to guess what this teeth, or this tooth. Or some of these teeth, because I can't really see any of the lines here. Well, I'm just guessing a little bit based on the others, but... a few more like that. Something like that? That doesn't look terrible. At least I don't think it does. Nope, that looks fine to me. Okay, and then we'll add some color to that later and some shading, and that should define the mouth a little bit more. Hopefully, that's the hope. I might add a line right there. Or something. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. Something like that, I'm not really sure. Or we could, you know what, actually? You know what we could do? I think we could extend this line just a little bit. Just like that or something. That might not get the look I want, but... just like that. Yeah, that has a better look to it. Then we can actually extend this line a little bit too. Just like that. Just like that. I think that'll work out. We'll add some color and stuff, of course. And I think that'll help that. Because the same thing happened with the nose as well when we did it. Because like the nose here is like this. Like this, basically. I'm not getting the line the way I want it, but you know what I mean. Basically that. A little bit of this. Basically what the nose is here. If I'm being honest. Not a lot of defining lines here. And a lot of that's lost to the compression of this picture. Oh, hey, Paul. And hey, Steve, as well. Also, I just made a Borat reference as well, so... I didn't purposely mean to do that. I did up the stream kill channel point because I realized that I'm probably getting too many people that are close to 10,000. And I don't want the stream to be killed every stream I do. So yes. Hey Amanda, look, you're on stream. Your eyebrows are a little cursed right now, but that's because I did them really quick. And also, I still need to do it. I'm also hoping I didn't pick like one of the pictures of you that you're like, no, I hate that one. Steve's here too. Hey Steve, how are you? But yeah. I also want to add more channel point things too, but I'm like, I need the ideas. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna make this line a little bit thicker, like that. Probably another line I could add here. Actually, another line I could add here is this. Like that. Or maybe more like this. Not sure. Not sure. Oh yeah, no problem. Well, thanks for coming by. I should hopefully be done by this stream. We'll see what happens. Also, Steve, I like the emote. Good. No, it's the nut emote that just happens to say Y. I think that's what we've decided to label it as. It basically still means nut. It just can't actually say that it means nut, which is a disappointment. I was also saying something. Did I finish that thought? I had a thought earlier about like streamers and stuff and Twitch, and I don't think I ever finished that thought. I was just gonna say that for some reason in the analytics, most of you guys that come here are from Steve's channel, which makes sense, and I appreciate that. And then some, I think like the second one was like from Carly's channel, my friend Carly, which is streaming later tonight, by the way, at 7. But then the third one was like 5% was like amaranth. I'm disappointed. Come on. That's all I'll say about that. I'm gonna stop doing that line because I will never finish it. Which eye should we start on, left or right? Doesn't really matter, it's just like, which one do we start on? I'm gonna say this one. I think this one's the eye we start on. There's so little detail here, but I'm gonna try my best. Like this. Trying to figure out the eye shape. Based on this picture, it's very hard to tell. I have like 5 pixels to work with. Left? Oh, I just started on... Wait, no, it's her left. That counts. I'm here already. I gotta dedicate now. It's fine, actually. I think I've basically figured that out now. I think really all we're gonna do is like this. I might add a line here too, like something like this or something. But I think outside of that. Do that. And then you just take an eraser and that's how you add the highlight. That's too big. That's also too big. I want like a really small dot there. Come on. There we go. Exactly, yeah, look at that. I figured it out. Alright, does that look cursed as an eye? I will say the expression looks really cursed right now. I'm sorry. It doesn't, it's not finished yet, so we just have this. I made myself laugh. I made myself laugh. It's fine. Oh man. Oh man. Well. Oh, that was the wrong brush. There we go. It's fine. It comes together when you add the shading and the rest of the line work. Which hopefully I can do in a good amount of time because I keep taking like 5 minutes to draw every single line I'm wanting to draw. But that's fine. That is fine. As long as it gets mostly done. I just realized this line goes a little bit longer now that I look at it. There we go. Okay. Oh yes. I don't actually know. Steve, are you doing that stream tonight? That was today, right? Depending on when you do it, I might swing by if you're not already streaming right now, because I'm not looking. Okay, I think this is the pupil or the iris. That seems too big. I think it's more like this. Not exactly round, but that's fine. Oop, that's a little massive. Small. There we go. Is that as cursed now that the eyes are in the right spot? Yes. Yes, it is. Late tonight, okay. I wasn't sure what was meant by late. I know you said late, but I didn't know what you meant by that. Thought you couldn't hang in the chat line. Yeah, I thought so too. Okay. Alright, let's, there's a lot of room here in the nose. I think we gotta, like, add, like, this. Yes, we do! There we go. Look at that. Much better. Because it comes from the eye. Oh, look at that. It's coming together now. I think we gotta change the eyes a little bit. Not the shape. The shape is good. But I think I drew the eyes a little too high. Also, the eyebrows have to be fixed, but that's besides the point. I think I drew your eyes up too high, and now you got that kind of weird, like, look going on. Open the eyes more. Yeah, exactly. Am I making a Top Shot account or not a? I don't know. Probably not. I didn't win anything from you, so I'm not really in a rush. I almost did. Second place in the marble. Second place. So close. So close. Too rounded? Yeah. The teeth is just a general shape. We're going to touch up a few things. You give me free stuff? Yeah, I realize. How long before puppy worth 10 ETH? Probably never. Okay, let's erase some of this eye because this eye is annoying me. I want to take creative liberty to open this eye a bit more because I think that's going to help. Okay, clean up this line while we're here. I think we could actually round the eye. Whoop, that's a thick line. I think we could round the eye more like this. Something like this. Maybe. And this might look worse, but we'll see. These highlights are too big. That one's too big anyway. There we go. It looks weird now, but I think that eye would look better on this other side too, so I'm gonna do the same thing. The creator has been DMing me a lot about going over his roadmap. Put the price too high on version 2. Yeah, I had that general idea. Just looking at like stuff on OpenSea and stuff like that, I'm like, why are all the version 2 ones like trying to sell for really high, and then all the version 1 ones are like not trying to sell for anything? This is me not knowing anything about crypto really outside of anything I've seen in streams that I've edited or on streams that I've come by. Lion, could you be better? Alright, the eye is like here. I think opening it, maybe being like this. Seems a little too low. That seems about right. Seems a bit small though, but we'll see. No, that's definitely too small, I can tell you that right now. I think it's supposed to be more like this. Yeah. There we go. That's right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, see you, Amanda. Have a good rest of your day, hopefully. And hopefully this turns out better than it currently looks. There you go. The eyes are a little bit better, I think, hopefully. Yeah. This one's still a little small in that regard. I think I might clean it up a little bit still. Yeah, hold on. Get rid of this. I'm going to draw it a little bit bigger. Or like this. I guess this can be more straight on because this is the direct one. Oops, that's tiny. You gotta get the eyes right, because if the eyes are wrong, then everything else is wrong. No matter what you do. What's the anonymous thing in channel points? I always forget. What did I do? Oh yeah, I gotta turn off the camera. Gotta just turn off the camera for no reason. Because why not? Alright. Do the eyes look normal now? Yes, they do. Things look still a little cursed, but we're also missing a lot of shading and a little bit of the detail still. Actually, we are missing a little bit of the detail. There's kind of like a line here. You see that? Kind of like that. Let me make it a bit thicker. It's kind of like this. That's a bit too thick. Something like that. And then I think there's a bit of one here too. It's kind of like this. But this might look bad in this form because it might define this area too much. Does it? Yes, it does. That's what I thought. We don't need to include those lines. Those lines look a little cursed. Which is what I thought would happen, so it's fine. We're gonna revisit this line here. I don't want to add too much detail on this line. I just want to add a little bit. Maybe shrink that a bit more. I just want to have it as a slight detail. For no real reason. No, that line. It's a very, like, light angle. It's like that. Very light angle. We need a cursed emote. That's what we need. I'd have to draw something that's cursed. That would be fitting. But yes. That would be a good emote. I don't know what that would look like, but we'd figure that part out. Missing any other lines here? I'm just looking for like small details, but this picture size is so like pixelated that I'm probably like missing a lot of details just in terms of like things I can't even see because they don't exist anymore. We gonna fix these eyebrows though. Which I already knew. But we're gonna do that. This eyebrow I have no problem with. Not really, anyway. It's a little thick. A little meaty. That's a weird word to use for that. But you get the idea. I think this eyebrow, I'm like following the picture, and the picture looks way worse than probably what I could do. Just drawing it based on what I think it would look like. So let's just do that instead. And ignore the picture for now, and draw something that will probably look better anyway. Probably something like this. And like that. Well, that still looks weird. I don't know. Maybe like this. Like that. I'm gonna draw it down like that. That looks better. That looks better. But now the other one looks weird. So let's just change this one. They're on like too steep of an angle and it looks strange. I think it's just the way the picture is. And maybe I'm just like misinterpreting some of the details as well. I don't think I am, but I think mine look better. In the context of the picture, obviously. I'm not judging fashion choices. That's still a little too steep. That goes down too much. What am I doing? Draw the line! Sure. Good enough. Is this better? Well, that'll be for you guys to decide. Can I please take this color? Thank you. This eyebrow's a little low. If I'm being honest. Which I am. Okay, maybe like this. Like that? You think, maybe? Maybe like that? A little thick, but we can fix that. I'm thinking that's it. I think that's good. That's better. Still looks a little cursed, but that's fine. We'll add some color, some other details too. I think there's a few other lines I need. I think there's like a line here. Right? I think there's a line here that I might be able to add, just kind of off this eyebrow. But because I drew a custom eyebrow, it doesn't really work. That's a little added detail. Also, it's mostly cursed because we don't have the lips drawn in the right way yet. And the teeth are very round, but we can fix that too. Alright, that's pretty much the face. Let's clean up a little bit of the face. And then we'll draw the hair layers that we're gonna do. And we'll go from there. But yeah, let's fix the teeth. Which layer is that on? It's on this one. Did we seriously draw a line on one brand new layer? No. There. I'm not gonna waste my layers like that. That brush is a little too big, but I appreciate it. And that brush is a little too small. I'm thinking maybe what we should do. Well, that one side is a little bad. There we go. Look at that. Much better. Much better. I made it too round, but that's because we were just getting our ideas down. I don't think this tooth is bad. This tooth is fine. This one's weird because of this. There we go. Wow, those are way better. But this one's weird. Do it. That looks weird too. I gotta kind of like do this. There we go. Nice. Oopsie. Give me an eraser. There's a smudge tool here, but with this like art style, I never use it. Unless I'm doing like more of a realistic like painterly kind of style, which I'm not doing right now. I'm not against it either. I'm not saying that. There you go. Teeth better. Teeth better. Teeth better. Still cursed, but that's fine. Let's add our hair layers, if you will. Let's add this like base layer. And again, we kind of have to assume some stuff off of this. Let's just Let's just get the biggest brush possible and like censor out Steve. There you go. I'm kidding, Steve, you're fine. I don't think you should be included in the picture though, unless you think that that should be part of it. I will do whatever, but that is still a thick brush. No, thank you. Okay. And if I had to guess, based on this angle and everything, I would guess that the hair would go like this, maybe? Yeah, that seems fitting-ish to a degree, I would say. Maybe, though, we'll do this. Yeah, something to that extent, I would say. I'm gonna clean up this area, though. I think I can fix this a little bit. I think I'm seeing some detail there, because you can see there's a little bit of... Maybe it shows up better for you guys, but there's a little bit of, like, blue or purple or something there. I think that's actually part of the added Photoshop-y detail. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna guess. It looks better when I do it like that, so I'm gonna assume that I'm right. Alright, so some of this line is wrong, which is fine. We're gonna kind of take the line like this and smooth it like that, and then just clean up this line here. Like so. There we go. Okay, so my plan here after this is I'm gonna follow this line of her face, make it one color, which we'll probably just have to color it accurately to start off. Actually, no, that's not true, because I think it's gonna be basically black to start off, so I think we'll just change our line art color to black in a second, and then we'll go from that to what we're doing, which is adding the kind of hair layers, if you will. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there for now. I'm gonna draw the base down to like about there, I think. Because after that, it's like, you know, we'll probably just draw layers on top of it at that point. So I'm not gonna worry about continuously putting more stuff on it. I'm just gonna draw it to a certain extent, because then I don't think we're gonna see it anymore. I did this kind of look before with my hair at a time, because my hair, I did like one, and this was way before I was doing a lot of artwork the way I'm doing it now. But I did like a kind of cartoon version of myself, and the way that I did it basically made it so that, like, because my hair was partially dyed and it was based off of a photo, some of my hair had like kind of like, my hair was mostly not dyed at that point, but there was a little bit of like, you know, parts where it was bleached, so there's some blonde and a little bit of, it was originally blue, but it kind of turned green, so I had like little bits of green and a little bit of blonde parts in my hair. Didn't hate how that looked, but to maintain it to look exactly like that would have been a pain, so I didn't stick with it. But because of that, my hair actually did have layers to it. I couldn't just make it all black like I do with my emotes now. But I did like the same thing we're going to probably do here with the layers. Again, not sure how well that's going to go, but we'll see. We're going to merge the hair onto the face like this so we can just fill this in really quick. Oopsie, why does that not fill in? Does that not fill in? Good. Might be because of this. Which It's probably partially it, but I'm not actually fully sure, so. Trying to get the lines to erase properly. Everywhere should be connected, so it should just put the hair in. There we go. Nice. Okay. Looks a little whack now, but again, we're going to add layers on top. And we'll probably just hide this when we're doing that. I'm going to recolor this to black. Some of this looks weird because it's not all on the same layer. There we go. I realize her hair is kind of brownish colored, but at the same time that color was still kind of black-ish. You know what I mean? So, not sure. Anyway, let's hide this for now. And we'll do our other layer, which is kind of this like grayish, reddish color, which we might actually amp the color of more, just a little bit, kind of in this, just to give it a better look. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of, oops, want a new layer, and I'm just going to go, actually let's make this a vibrant color again too, just because I won't be able to see it right now. We'll change it later. So this is going to be our first layer, so I'm thinking like maybe we'll do this into this, and we'll have to clean up these lines as we go. And we'll kind of go, there's a bit of a thing here. Kind of comes out like this, which is a bit weird actually, realistically. You know what it actually is? I think it's more like this, where it goes like this, and we'll put a layer on top of this, so maybe that'll look better. You'll just have to kind of live with me here while we do this, because it might look bad for a little while until we get it to, but I think my thinking, it will look the way I think it should when we do it, but it also might be a complete fail, so let's find out together. Because why not? I have to make this eraser way smaller so I can get this be the way I want it. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. Trying to get those points a little bit better. So this is not connected, which it should be. Okay. So there's kind of like a thing going down like this. I'm not getting the line angle right at all, but kind of comes back in on itself like that. We'll clean up the line again, like this. There we go. We'll fill this in with color too. You're lurking? All good, all good. We're kind of just chilling right now, so it's all good. This is kind of part of the same layer, this part here, but I'm not really sure what to do about that. Not really sure, actually. It kind of goes like this into itself, where it kind of does this. Which is a little strange. We're going to fill this color in, so I'm just going to start the line like that. Be able to just do it like this, then come back into itself like that, maybe? Not sure. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, and I haven't done it like this outside of like Photoshop, so I'm kind of trying to think as we're going. Trying to think as we're going. Okay, it looks a little strange, but I think we're getting the look the way that I want it to be, kinda. For the most part, it's like brighter layers after this, so... Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that because I think that's all really the dark layers, at least on this side. We'll do the other side too. So then what we'll do is I'm going to kind of do it like, probably like this, where it like kind of tapers off, and then I go like this into it. Maybe? Might not look good either, though. I'm not really sure. Well, that might look okay. It's the one thing I wasn't really thinking about. I was like, how is it gonna go and fade into itself? Which is a problem. I think this will be the way, though. I think I'm just gonna do it like this, where it goes up and kind of goes into itself, and then what we'll do is we'll fill in all this color like we are, like this. We can fill these in already. And then we'll recolor this whole thing once it's together. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it to go into a point, please. Fill this in with the smaller brush once again. That should go into its own line, so I think we can fill these in now. Like so. Whoops. Give me the color, not the notification screen. So there's that, right? Actually, I'm going to fill this line in a little bit like this. I think that looks better. And realistically, I'm thinking that like this is actually the way this line should be. Be a slightly wider point. That. Either way. Just do it like that for now. So that's like one color, right? And then we'll copy the color that it's supposed to be, which is like kind of this red. Well, we already had the color. We kind of had it as this like reddish orange, slightly light color like this. And we put that on top. You see what I mean? We can clean this up a little bit so it's in the right places, but you get it? Is this giving you a bit of an idea of what I'm doing? Maybe, maybe, maybe not, maybe. That actually doesn't look terrible. I don't hate that. Obviously, we have to add more layers, but it's going to have like brighter layers as it goes. Yeah. Alright. It's actually kind of working out. It's working out a little bit in the way that I thought it would. So, okay. Let's see. I'm going to do the next layer. I guess for now we'll turn off the other layers, and we'll just kind of pretend the other layers don't exist. That's the general goal. Again, we'll do it in like obnoxious blue to start, just so I can see while we're doing it. This is what I'm going to do with this one. We'll make it a bit thinner this time, just so we can make it a bit nicer. I'm actually going to streamline it a bit, I think. We'll add a bit of streamline to this, just so that the lines are a bit straighter. I already have it at like 30, but we can have it at like 60. Just so I don't have to worry about these smaller lines being super straight. There you go. Look at how good I am at drawing a straight line, guys. I'm not cheating at all. Even then, I'm not getting the angle I want, but that's my problem. There you go. Look at that. Alright, because there's like kind of thinner strands from this, as you can see. And we don't have to really be exact, but I'm going to try to be as close as possible, just because it helps us make sure the hair looks as right as it can anyway. Song is playing right now. You know, it's weird. I've had it for a little while now where I've had this setup of like speakers. I had speakers when I made a lot of my songs that were like all-in-one things that had like a subwoofer in it, kind of, but it wasn't like very good bass, and a lot of bass didn't really exist. And then I got speakers that have like an actual subwoofer as a separate thing, and I can hear so much like bass in my own songs that I didn't even realize I did. Which is fine. It doesn't sound terrible. But I'm like, man, I can hear that so much. I forgot that I even did that. Because some of the songs are old, and I'm like, oh yeah, I had that bass line, right, yeah. And right now, the one I'm hearing for this song, I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. There was a secondary bass line, I didn't even realize. Is it good? That's based on opinion, but... Anyway. Yeah, so there's that little strand. There's really not too much in the bright levels of these, but I think we can kind of go from here down to a degree. Like that a little bit. That's a weird line. You see that one? It like goes off like this, and then kind of swoops into itself like that. Then it kind of comes out of existence right there. But that's kind of a cool piece of hair. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, I know. I mean, I knew that I could have better speakers. I just didn't have the room at the time for good speakers, and even then, I don't really now, but I've made it work. The bass sounds a little bit hollower just because the bass is a little further away from me based on the desk I'm sitting at, and then also my speakers, to get like the dual monitor setup that I have, like the speakers are behind the monitors. Everything sounds a little hollow, if you will. So I keep listening to my stream audio, and I'm like, oh god, my mic sounds terrible. It sounds awful. It's so bad. Like, it sounds so bassy, and I mean, it is a bassy microphone. I have it EQ'd a little bit so that it shouldn't be super bassy, but regardless, it's mostly just, if I listen to it out of my phone or any other good set of speakers, it sounds fine. It's just because of the way I have it aligned. But I've also kind of learned over time of doing music myself that, like, the best way to deal with doing audio, or at least kind of like listening to your audio, is just like listen to it as much as you can in other sets of speakers. Which sounds obvious to say, I realize, but you know. It was not something that immediately came to my mind as something to do. Oh yeah. That would make sense to do. Okay, so there's that. There's a few like strands down here. I don't know if I should do another layer that's like slightly brighter, because there's almost a whole other section that's brighter, especially the back of her hair here. Let's just do it as one layer. I want to try to simplify the colors, plus we have to shade stuff still, so that might add a bit of variety. Oops. According to Spotify, this is one of my more popular songs playing right now. However, that's like 90% of its listeners is in India, which is totally fine. But not expecting an audience there, but alright. Okay. I almost have like a weird strand cut off where it does this and then does this. Might actually be interesting to do, so let's go with it. You know what? Actually, I don't hate that point on that end of the hair, so I'll leave it. Do you think your mic is fine for stream? Yeah. I mean, that's what I used before. It's just the Yeti, right? Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. So, here, let's just take a second of a break. This looks like chaos, but we'll fix it. Um, the thing about so this is Elgato Wave 3 for those who don't know. Um, I I got this microphone for a couple different reasons. Because I had the Yeti before, and Steve, I don't know exactly when you got your Yeti. Mine was probably in like 2013, maybe. Um, Same, yeah. So like, I saw that you had a video based on your Yeti, so I was trying to think what year that was. So fair enough. Either way, I got it around then, and like, even though Blue Yeti or Blue sell the Yeti microphone now, it's like a different model basically. Like they've improved it over the years, but it's the same microphone. Um, so like a current Yeti, if you had that, I would say it's not really worth it. But with like a Yeti that's like that old, I would say like, you know, maybe the few advantages, and I have some problems with the Yeti in my opinion. I think it sounds fine, but there's a few things that I think would make it better. That's the reason I like this microphone, is because the Yeti has like the options for like a cardioid pattern, and to explain it for those who might not know, basically it's like mostly out the front of the microphone, and then you have like omnidirectional, which is like all around the microphone, and then you have bidirectional, which it has two settings for. It's either front and back or left and right. Um, and like that's what the Yeti has. The Wave 3 is just a cardioid. It's like a pure cardioid microphone. That's really all it is. 90% of the time, at least even in my experience, where I try to use other settings for some stuff, cardioids are really all you need. So like, you know, they put all this extra like little bit of fluff in the Yeti, where it's like, oh, look at all the patterns it can do. But in reality, you only need cardioid to do pretty much everything. So like, I can't really recommend a Yeti to somebody who would want to do something like this if they didn't have any microphone, because Elgato puts all their money into other features on top of that, because they don't have to spend more money making their product being like, hey, look, it can do, left and right, it can do front and back and all that, because who cares? So like, in that sense, it is nicer, but the Yeti still sounds good. Sounds fine. There's also like ASMR people that use the Yeti for like left and right. Please stop. It sounds so bad just because like the Yeti doesn't really have like, it has multiple like, cores in it, if you will. I don't know how you want to label that, but essentially like it has the ability to get left and right, but because it's in the same microphone, it kind of has overlap. So anything that's on the left and the right kind of vaguely sound on the left and the right. They don't really sound directly on the left and the right. If you watch any other like ASMR YouTubers, it's just a good example because they have, the left and right stuff going on. Most other like higher end ASMR artists will do like a thing where they have two microphones, or they have the 3 IO microphone, so it's a pretty common one. But again, that's still two microphones. It sounds way better because it's actually a microphone on the left and one dedicated to the right. But the Yeti's just kind of like trying to simulate that. And it's not that it doesn't have the components for that, but it's like, because it's all in one microphone, it can't really actually properly do it. And so it annoys me even on that front. So even with the pickup patterns it can do, it's not really doing them extremely well. So somebody that doesn't have a Yeti microphone, I would not recommend it. Steve, in your case, I would say, it's not like a huge difference in quality. It's a little bit nicer because you can get up to like, instead of the Yeti, I think the Yeti's limited. I don't know if it goes to 4800 kilohertz. It might just be 44, but this one could go to 96. which I don't use for a lot of stuff other than like recording my own stuff, for like sound effects or, you know, whatever I need it for. But also the main like sample rate of the Yeti is only 16-bit, and this one's 24-bit, so that's a bit nicer. So it does technically sound better, but I mean, it's such a minimal difference. But the one thing that I will recommend this for is, one, you have a mute button that's not a button. You just tap it and it mutes, like it just... You know, I just tapped it. That's all I did. It's not a button. The touch sensor, that's nice. It has an internal pop filter and also a separate pop filter, which is actually a really nice filter. It's like a metal filter. So it's nice. I like that too. I wouldn't really recommend the shock mount. Well, Steve, I guess maybe in your case, because you have an actual boom arm. I don't have it. I don't really need it. So there's that. And then it has like its internal pop filter. And also it comes with software for like audio mixing, and you put separate sources in it, which is a really cool software. Their wavelength software. And the main thing for audio quality that I can say is that it has this thing called Clip Guard, where you can basically turn that on, and it has a separate part of the microphone where if you speak too loudly in it, where the audio would clip and become distorted, it will kind of like offshoot some of that signal to that separate part of the microphone to keep it under the right range, so that it doesn't actually clip, which is pretty cool. And that's like the main thing that I like. You can definitely make it clip if you don't have it set up the right way. I've had it happen a little bit on stream still, even with Clip Guard, but that's if you have like the gain set really whack, which I had accidentally for a little while and didn't realize. But again, it still sounded pretty good like 90% of the time, even with that, so it's a nice little safety measure to have. So, you know, I guess I would say it's good, and I'd still recommend it as a good microphone, but it's kind of one of those things that's like, if you have a Yeti already, quality-wise, I don't know how much more you're going to get out of that, but I do think it's nice. And it syncs really well with other Elgato products, so if you ever get other Elgato stuff, then, you know, it's good. I have a cam link and a capture card from Elgato as well, and their green screen, but, you know, green screen. But yeah. From there, it's kind of like you have to figure it out. Based on, like, small details if you have a Yeti already. I think I did see a nice difference from my Yeti, though, just in, like, the low end. Because that's one of the things with the older Yetis, is that it's low end, it doesn't really exist. And some people like that, you know, but I think having a little bit of low end and having the option to have low end and cut it out later if you want to is better than not having any low end to even play with. So that's the one main thing I can tell you that's like an obvious difference, at least for me when I was kind of playing around with it when I first got it. Anyway, back to the hair. Let's continue. I don't know if we'll get this done this stream. Might get a good chunk done, but we'll see what happens. Go. Looks really wacky right now, but I think we got most of this top layer, if you will, done. Almost, anyway. It feels like. There's a few little, like, strands here. I'm not really sure what we should do with those. Yeah, that's a little weird. I'm not sure. Yeah, that works well enough. What we'll do here is we'll just do like a little end. This, maybe? Might be some creative liberties we have to take here. Sure, really, actually, because it's kind of one of those things where it's like... You know what? Actually, maybe just doing an offshoot like that would be good. Just like single strand things. Yeah. Like that, maybe? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. I think that's the play. We just do a few like little separate strands that are just single lines, like this or something. And then we'll do something like this where we have like a... There we go. Actually, I don't really want that to be connected. You know what? I just want to have a bit of depth in some of these layers, so I don't want to have everything connected or have to be connected. I think maybe having it be like this or something where it like shoots off of this, like that. And I just clean up some of these lines here. Something like that. Yeah. Alright. And then that's kind of separate, but I know how that's going to go. This also is separate, kind of. I think I know how most of this is going to go. It's a little confusing to look at, but I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I know how it's going. I think. I'm gonna creatively stretch that one out a little bit, just to widen it a little bit. Okay, I think for the most part, outside of a few little exceptions, of just finding some individual strands to pull out for no reason, I think we mostly have it. Reason there's a weird... Why does it get thinner? It shouldn't. Eh, whatever. Alright. I'm just gonna go with that, I think. Actually, I think this strand's kind of like coming off this. Yeah, sure, that works for me. Okay, so let's get into filling this in. I gotta close some of these ends. Then after I do that, I think we can get this hair to look right. I realize this looks like the messiest way to do this, but... we saw it was effective, so it's fine. Oops. Here we go.
This is the plan.
My worry is that we're going to put it over top of the layers we just did, and then we're not even going to see the bottom of that layer at all. Which is probably what's going to happen, but we'll see. There we go, there we go. Oof. I'm twisting in a weird way and now my back hurts. I'm old now. I said that on my stream on my birthday. But now I'm feeling like it. I actually know why. I was just sitting like I was gonna head out at like 1 today to go pick up my car from repairs. And then go figure that on the way to do that. Or like waiting for my, because I had to wait for somebody to drive me down there. It took like forever. It took like, it was probably like maybe like 2:30, a little after that before I left. Oof. Everything closed now? No, not quite. Not quite. Almost. Need to, something like that. There we go. There you go, that works. Alright, is everything closed now? No. Almost. Almost. We're almost there. That one looks good. And that one too, actually. Oops. There we go. Alright, now everything's closed. So now we can put in this detail. Get everything to look the way we want it. And then we'll recolor this once we fill it in right. Oop, something's not closed there. Oh, it's this very, like, tip of something that it apparently thinks is not closed. It is, though. Got it again. There we go. Did not like that, apparently. Also, this one end is not cleaned up at all. I need to do that. There we go. So there's that. So let's clean this up with a recolor. And we have that color there. I'm probably gonna go. Oh, actually, let's not do it the recolor way. Let's just do it the way where I select the color like this. Do this. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. There we go. There we go, there's that. Yeah, the colors are like really bad, but you can fix that. Don't really want that. There we go, there we go. Let's see. There's definitely like highlights and stuff that I want to add. But that's got a look to it. We're getting there. Obviously, I think some of this too. We'll want to clean up this bottom layer like this. So we'll want to do stuff like this. We're kind of cleaning up some of the. Actually, that looked kind of cool. Oops. Got a little bit of black underneath this. What? Not adding anything. A very small brush, that's why. Add a little bit of detail there. I think we need to add a little bit here. That maybe connect some of this hair back. I'm realizing that this doesn't really make sense. There we go. There's some of that. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it though. I'm kind of hating it. Things are looking weird to me. I think it's got some of that right detail there, but then at the same time, hmm. There's parts of it I don't hate, but then there's other parts that I do. But I think what we can do is maybe add like an in-between color here and add it underneath. Maybe that might help. We kind of add like a slightly brighter color, maybe a little bit more saturated, something like this maybe. A little too much. Yeah, something like that. Where we kind of like add something like this to the hair. Where it kind of connects it all. I'm just gonna try some stuff. Wasn't exactly giving me the vibe I'm looking for, so I want to see if I can kind of get what I'm looking for.
I see the earth sometimes when I look to the sky. It's so far away where the people pray for a safer place. I was
Not
made
sure.
for a savior to find a planet that's greater than our home that's rotting, and where our race is dying, descending through the atmosphere. You don't know what
I'm mad now because I don't know what to do. It's I don't like the look of it, but I don't know like what to do better. That was my idea, and now it looks like absolute loopy. So we'll see. I don't like this color either that we're using right now, but we'll change that. I'm actually just recolor this to be like this.
I can take you by the hand to make you
But I need to.
understand that we can save
Oops.
the world.
Oops.
Save the world.
Oh, okay. Everything's recolored to be trash. Let's change this and try to get it to match. Hate it is the same color. The same color, it actually looks better. With like a little bit of contrast, like something like this. Or it's like kind of subtle. So then I need to add this bottom layer and kind of saturate it a bit more then. Brighten it a little bit. Like that. Which looks better, but I still don't like it. Hello, welcome back, Nate. We're in a pickle. It looks like crap and I don't know what to do. Well, maybe add some like slight details in this weird color that we have. Whatever this color is. Maybe add like a few just like weird strokey lines. Might add a little bit of detail here and there. No, I don't like that either. I don't have that blocky look. Well, that's a thing. Might be something I have to figure out off stream and just try some stuff, because otherwise we're going to be sitting here for like ever just doing different things and not doing that. No, it's not gonna be entertaining for you guys. Maybe that's something. I don't want to go too long either today, so I didn't want to do too much. So maybe we'll just leave it as it is for right now. A bit of a shorter one today, maybe. For now, I'm gonna have to try some stuff off stream for a little bit and see what I get. Anyway, either way, I'm gonna leave that there for now. So yeah. I think there's definitely a way to like kind of figure that one out, but I'm not really sure. That's the one thing. I've been cheating on hair for so long just because like for me it's just like a black blob and that gets you the general idea. So I could draw hair hand drawn, but that's like so different of a visual style that like it's not gonna work here because it's such a fine detail. It's pretty much just like straight lines for like so long. So that's kind of a different thing. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it. Hold on. Oh, songs just ended for some reason. That was weird. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thank you guys for coming out. I know it was a bit of a shorter one, but I think I'm just gonna leave it there. But yeah, either way, I will see you. Next stream will probably be maybe more drawing, maybe more Breath of the Wild. But yeah, that'll be it from me. I'm mostly just ending it because I'm mad at myself. But anyway, all right. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. And yeah, I might do a stream tomorrow. Well, we'll see. I think I'm probably going to be doing some editing tomorrow, actually. So we'll see. Either tomorrow or the next day. Probably more Breath of the Wild because we've been doing that. And the quality of that doesn't look as potato anymore because of the bit rate was so low, and I didn't realize. Anyway, that was all for me. I'll see you guys later. See ya.